Welcome to my review and a rundown of what I picked up at the coin show in Las Vegas. This was way back in November, early November actually, 1st through the 3rd. This show was held at the Tuscany Suites and Casino. Let's have a look around their facility. Now, I didn't know what to think because this place is off the strip, but this is the convention area that they had the show in. They had a nice little registration area. We were here early, but you can see that this is a beautifully remodeled place. It's not a cheap looking hotel. Very nice decor, well lit, and that's the room right there. And if the show was put on right here, you can see the Vegas National Las Vegas Numismatic Society. It's done by CK Shows. This is the room. Pretty big room. I'm going to say now, having since been at the fun show, this is obviously much smaller. But the hotel, you can see I took a couple of these shots. This is the pub area where we all met up the first day. But you can see it's not a cheaply done place. My overall impression was that if you were coming into town just to go to the coin show, that this actually wouldn't be a bad place to stay. Now, keep in mind, of course, I didn't stay there, so I can't really give you a true review, but that was my just general impression. Okay, back to what happened that day. Casino. I met up with Liberty Bleeds, VegasStacker, Silver State Stacker, and also 40 ounce. The next show coming up is February 14 through 16. I will definitely be there. Vegas will be there. Liberty, all the guys. So on day one, I picked up 5 modern reverse proof pieces, and then I also got 4 vintage pieces. One thing about these coin shows, man, it's just excellent exposure to a lot of different vendors, which I really love. All right, let's take a look at what I picked up. First piece I'm going to show is this 2022 Cook Islands Bounty. This one, I traded a vintage piece that I picked up on day one. I actually got this on day 2, but I'm putting it in because I picked up the trade on day 1. I traded a 1989 Liberty Bell Eagle round with LBS, of course, and he gave me this beautiful Cook Island Bounty. The price I show here was what I paid for the other round, but to me, this one is priceless. Deep stack all the way. Next up is a 2013 Year of the Snake by Perth Mint, 1 ounce size. I wanted to get a Year of the Snake because I am a Year of the Snake baby, of course. Although I haven't been a baby in a good many years. I know we've all seen like a million of these coins, so I'm not going to go through what it looks like. I actually wanted a 2025, but those were pretty rare at this show because they were pretty new. It was the beginning of November. Then LBS told me he found one over at another table, so we walked over there together. Turns out they actually had a whole stack of these babies. The 2025s were beautiful. I really wanted to get one of these. But they were putting a pretty high premium on them. They wanted like $42 a piece, I think, which was just, under $10 over spot, which generally speaking, I probably never pay that. But LBS negotiated them down to $40 each if we each bought one. So we did. We picked them up, $40 a piece. That was a little bit of a pay up, but you got to do what you got to do. Snake Brothers for life. Next up was another reverse proof. It was a set, 2023S, Peace Dollar, Morgan Dollar set. This, of course, is the Peace Dollar portion of it. Classic design, beautiful reverse proof, though, which is probably my favorite version of this coin. I love the eagle on the back with the rays and the raised letters that are all in a shiny finish versus the matte background. Of course, the obverse is the classic Lady Liberty. Such a great timeless design. The Peace Dollar really gets no respect versus the Morgan, in my opinion. That being said, here's the Morgan, and this is, obviously the classic Morgan design, but the reverse proof makes Lady Liberty stand out so much better in the raised letters and all in that shiny finish with the stars. But the eagle, look at this eagle. It's sick looking. It just jumps off the coin. There's the S mint mark. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Love it. Look at the Liberty on her head. It's just amazing. Cool thing with these sets is you don't just get the coins. You get this pretty snazzy certificate of authenticity. Shows you all the different pertinent specifications. You can pause on this if you really want to read that stuff. It just gives all the weights and it shows you who designed it, blah, blah, blah. This is the back cover of the certificate. Here's the box that it comes in. It's got a velvet interior. Just a cardboard box, but pretty nice. Comes with the certificate. After having seen a proof set done by Perthmint, they do a much better job on the box, I could say that. And here's a picture of what the front of it looks like. I ended up paying $170 for the set, which I thought was fair. Next up, we went over to the Wild Pigs table. That's a dealer out of California. I think they're in the Anaheim area. And I grabbed this 1987 Prospect around Englehart, of course. This is the last one in the series except for the 88 proof. So it has the eagle on the back, which they started that one in 1984. 84 was the only year that you could get the eagle and the Big E. Paid $35 for it, which I thought was a fair price. That was really only like $250 over spot. So I got this 86 Prospector, which I also needed, and then of course that was from the same table, Wild Pigs. Those guys are some pretty cool dudes. They have a lot of cool vintage pieces, a lot of bars, a lot of rounds, but mostly vintage pieces. It must be something with the light that I'm using that makes this appear cloudy, because it really isn't. Paid the same price, $35. Again, I think that's a fair price, $250 over spot for that round. Next up was this vintage silver trade unit. Now, I don't know what the manufacturer is on this one. Maybe somebody can help me out with this. It's got like a high relief design on the front. It's like an eagle clutching the classic olive branch and arrows with all the stars there, but it's very high relief actually. And I wasn't able to track it down, but I paid $34 for that, which I think was a great price considering what spot was. That's like $1.50 over spot, which I thought was a great price. And it's in super condition as well. Next up, I was able to get this common date Morgan. It's an 81S. It's in MS64 condition, and it has a VAM 1A1.1 if you're into that whole scene. You could check that out over on VAM Bible or on VAM World. If you're not into these Morgans or any other classic coins like this, it's kind of a deep dive to get into that, but I don't really know much about it, I'll be honest, and I really just have a lot to learn, I guess. I just know this is a really nice looking coin, and I only paid $75 for it, so glad to have it. We'll keep it in my deep stack for sure. All right, here's an overview of what I got. 9 coins in total on day one, just a skosh under 10 ounces, because the Morgan, of course, is not a full ounce. That's it. Day one is in the stack. Keep an eye out coming very soon for day number 2 and day number 3. Going to do those together in one shot. If you stuck it out all the way, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Average Joe, out.